You have to make a decision what man you're gonna be.
Mm.
You have to draw a line in the sand. This is who I'm gonna be.
Yes.
That's not conditional upon the circumstances.
There was a definition of integrity in the book, and it was simply this: doing the right thing, even
Mhm.
if it's at your own expense. That's
See,
that
that's
is the
integrity.
highest form of integrity.
This is the
Yes,
type of person that I'm gonna
yes,
be,
yes,
irregardless of the circumstances
yes.
around me.
Ye
When you introspectively look within yourself and say, "Who am I, and who am I choosing to be?" This kind of clarity takes courage.
It
It,
does.
it's especially when the stakes are high and the pressure is real.
Yeah.
You have to be courageous within yourself,
Yep.
right, to be able to have this type of clarity. So, man, good stuff, man. Brenda's definitely life changing. And talk about life changing. Let's transition to Mr. Philip McKibbins.
Oh my
When
god, there's so many points that Phil brought up. I don't even know
oh
where to start.
man,
I
man,
don't I don't I don't know from the time he was talking about being down in the ship and,
yes,
man, and just having the peace to lead the way he did and God showing up the way
yes,
he did. I mean, for me, I'll be honest, that's it for me. Look, you can't get no better than God did it. You can't
that's
get
it,
no better than that. You
that's it,
can't get no better than God did it,
that's it, that's it. That's
Oh
it.
my
That's it.
gosh.
Phil, if you're listening, man, you completely wrecked us. We had no idea that was coming. And
Yes.
it blessed not only us, but the hundreds of people who listened to the podcast. Some of the impactful moments from Phil's conversation was confidence versus arrogance in leadership,
Mm,
right?
mm.
Just because you are confident doesn't mean you're arrogant, but just because you're
Yeah.
arrogant doesn't mean you're confident.
Yes, yes. Oh, man. It's
So
true.
good.
It's true.
And speaking the truth under pressure, right?
Ooh,
You
you gotta do it.
you have to have courage. You have to have courage to speak the truth, even if someone's putting the pressure on you to not do
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, to not do
right?
so.
And be
Yes.
okay with whatever the calls are gonna fall,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Terry and I have talked about this for years. I've made a decision that this is how I'm gonna live my life. I'm
That's right.
gonna do what's right. And however the
That's
cards
right.
are gonna fall, they're just gonna have to fall. But I also know that God has my back,
That's
right?
right.
And no matter what happens, it's gonna happen because it was supposed to happen that way.
That's right. That's right. So I read a book in college, and the book was called Integrity, and there was a definition of integrity in the book, and it was this, simply this: doing the right thing, even
Mhm.
if it's at your own expense. That's
See,
that
that's
is the
integrity.
highest form of integrity. And I
That's
said,
right.
so that is a mantra that I've aspired to. I'm
Mhm.
going to do the right thing, even though, you know what, in the short term, let me say this now, because ultimately it's a short term thing, right? The
Yes.
short term, there's going to be
Yes.
seemingly loss.
Mhm.
But I have a friend, he says this all the time. I'm gonna give a shout out to Sam Jackson. He said, God has a way of using what looks like trouble.
Mhm.
Now, here's the operative word: looks like trouble to
Right.
bless you.
Yes.
He has a uncanny knack to
Yes.
use what looks like trouble.
So
Typically,
true.
that looks like trouble is a lot of times comes from the fact that you're standing on, as I learned this last year from my son, standing on business.
Mhm.
We standing on God's business though,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
when you stand on the business of integrity,
Mhm.
there it may look like a short-term loss.
Yes.
But again, right, what comes out of that is gonna be,
Yeah.
man, just blessings over blessings, because when you stand up to do the right thing,
Mhm. Yeah.
it's not gonna be overlooked, and
That's
and
right.
and and and, and you're gonna be rewarded. So that's basically it's the principle of you reap what you sow, man. It's
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah. 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 I'll take it a step further. Even if you don't see any benefit, you still do it because it's who
Yes.
you are. It's the
Yes.
decision. I tell my son-in-law all the time. You have to make a decision what man you're gonna be. Right. I wish
Mm.
somebody had told me that when I was younger.
Mm.
You have to make a decision, draw a line in the sand. This is who I'm gonna be.
Yes.
That's not conditional upon the circumstances.
Yes.
That
No.
is an internal resolve that you have to make for
Yes.
yourself,
Yep. Yep.
right? and
Yep.
then you let all the cards fall where they're gonna fall,
Yes.
based on that decision that you made. But we
Yes.
all have to do that, right? You can't
Yes.
conform to every circumstance and situation that comes around you. You'll never have any strength, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, sure. And let me just add a little bit to that, Ralph, because I've been like I said, man, I've been studying and chewing on some stuff. And so I shared this with a friend the other day. I said, look, man, if we really, we got to have our Bible reference, right? So if we really believe what the Bible says, that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
All I'm responsible. So here's what I told a friend. I said, after really digging into that and thinking on that, man, look, you know what my responsibility is? I just
Mm.
manage outcomes.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, every outcome is gonna work for me. Now,
Mm.
here's the outcome that I'm managing. Me.
Mm.
How am I in it? Because
Yeah.
again,
Right.
it's gonna look, if they all work out for my good, it doesn't matter which one that comes.
Mm.
I'm just managing the outcome. And what am I managing most in it? Me.
Yeah.
Who am I going to be in the situation?
In this
What
situation.
am I going to learn from the situation? How am I going to grow from the situation?
Yeah.
Right? Who am
Yep.
I designed to impact in the situation?
That's right. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Because look, I'm not responsible for the ultimate what's going to happen because somebody already said what's going to happen.
Mhm.
It's going to
Mhm.
work for my good.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
at the end of the day, all of them work out.
yeah. So you saying that I'm not so much as worried about the overall outcome. I'm just gonna focus on managing myself in this moment.
Yes, that's the outcome that I manage.
Yeah.
Me,
Me. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That
right?
is so
Because
good.
God's responsible for the plan. I'm
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for the plan,
Mhm. Yeah.
making it happen. That's his
Yeah.
job.
Yes. That's
I
right.
just got to handle my part,
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
which is
That's it.
me,
That's it. That's it.
right? Right? Hey, Moses, when the children of Israel was he wasn't responsible for the waters being part. You know what he was responsible for? Hold
Lifting
them
up the
hands up,
rod.
brother.
That's it.
This
That's it.
do you
Do the part that you do. Play your role.
play your
Play your
role?
role, and let the outcome be what it's gonna be.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. That's
So
good.
anyway, I just that was there to encourage somebody, man, because it's I don't want you to leave, man. They said I got to go through. No, you're not. We're not. Don't interpret that like that.
Yeah, that's right.
I
That's
got
right.
to bear my cross. No, we're not saying that.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
be very clear.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Another key moment was that reshapes your long term credibility, and I think that kind
Mm,
of goes to what we were just saying that when you have courage in these moments to do the right thing, over time, when people see your story, it creates credibility for you.
yes,
Right? They
yes,
know that you're dependable. They know that you're gonna do the right thing,
yes,
in the midst of hard situations, right?
yes.
When you get to
Yep.
these places where Terry and I are at, you know, it's attractive to others to know that, hey, even if things are difficult, I can depend on this person to do the
Ooh,
right thing. So now, it helps to strengthen. So like, even where I'm at, right, as CIO, my CEO, he's expecting me to do the right thing, even
yes,
when things are hard, right?
right.
He can depend on me to do that. That helps him
Yes,
to lead the whole organization better because he doesn't have to worry
yes,
about, am I going to flake out when it comes to something that's in my space? And
yes,
everybody that reports to him directly, he expects us to be able to lead, under hard times and under difficult conditions. But
yes,
you look like you gonna
yes.
say something.
Oh man, it takes me back to what Brenda said. She said they are attracted to my consistency.
Yes.
Remember she said that?
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's
She
right, that
said she
deal.
said then she said, "I can't trust them, but they can trust me."
But again, that resolve, that she made, that this is the
Yes,
type of person that I'm gonna
yes,
be irregardless
yes,
of the circumstances
yes,
around me, right?
yes,
That's a powerful, powerful thing, when you introspectively look within yourself and say, "Who am I?" And again, going back to that identity, right? Who am I choosing to be,
yes,
right? Then
yes.
that
It's
drives all
key.
your actions, your outcomes. But
Yes, yes.
yeah,
And I
nah,
love the note you have here, Ralph, about faith as an anchor during uncertainty,
mm,
right? Because that I believe that is the undergirding
yep,
um
yep,
element
yep,
that allows you to take this position.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not I'm not doing this in my power,
That's right.
right?
That's
But
right.
I am undergirded. Now God's given me a certain, personality,
Mhm.
right? You know,
Mhm.
God knows he put in me, Terry, he go let me put this I'm gonna put a I can't put too much of fight in him, but I put because he already because it be look, standing up for what's right is just I just remember that from the time I was a kid, man. I
Mhm.
just remember that. Hey, you know what? I'm the smallest kid out there, but I'm like, "Hey, stop bullying him."
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
5'7", 105 pounds, and
Mhm.
I'm going to the bully saying, man, leave him alone."
Mhm.
I mean, I didn't have nothing. I didn't definitely didn't have nothing that was gonna be able to, change the situation. But again, standing, eh, you know, understanding that, you know what, man, God has a purpose for me.
Mhm.
And right, and he's not gonna let me fail,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
But it
That's right.
also goes into, right, I think Ralph wanted to, but courage doesn't mean you be reckless either.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Because you have a responsibility, right?
Correct.
We all do, right? To help others and to bring them along the way. That we sometimes, I know young in my career, I was thinking that, "Oh, I'm just a line worker. I ain't got no responsibility to nobody. That's the leader's responsibility." No, we all have responsibility to help those along the journey, right? That we carry that with us. So some of the key takeaways from that conversation is silence preserves comfort and not calling. And when
Mm,
we say that, what we mean is the times where you need to speak up, to speak the truth, being silent, basically preserves your own comfort. But
mm,
that doesn't fuel your calling to be who you were called to be, right? You got to speak up for things that are right. Um, and courage doesn't, to your point, require recklessness, but faith stabilizes the leader's outcome, like you said,
mm.
when the outcomes are unclear, right? If you don't know what's going to happen, as long as you got your faith right, you don't have to worry about it. To your point, Terry, all
Yes.
you got to do is show up and be who you're supposed to be.
Yes, yes, manage you in the moment,
That's
right?
good.
Maintain right those pillars, man. Consistency,
Hmm.
humility,
Hmm.
kindness,
Yeah.
be human first,
Yeah.
right? All those things, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And just a quick spiritual plug there. So the message at church on Sunday was talking about the change of a Christian, right? And how the fruit of the spirit should be the things that are evident in your life. So understanding what those are and making sure that you are allowing yourself to change in that direction and demonstrate those things, even in the workplace, is important. It really, really is important. So some of the guest reflections, things that he said, confidence and arrogance are not the same thing. Very important to understand the difference. And then there are moments when you have to decide who you are and not just what you do. Mm,
Mm,
and heavy, man. Heavy. Going back to that identity. It's so
yes,
important. It's so important. We're going to spend a whole section on this in 2026 because we realize that, a lot of people are not living to their fullest potential because they don't understand their own true identity, right?
correct.
It's really powerful. So all of these conversations, courage, curiosity, identity, and value all point to something deeper than just tactics and execution. They point back to your whole identity. Who are you? Right? And what is it that you're trying to achieve? So let's move on to the final one, which was one of the shows that we took. I think it was the second show of the year that we did. The Soul of Leadership with Lauren
Oh my
Scott.
gosh. Oh
Another
my
one that wrecked
goodness.
me.
We
An-
got to get Lawrence back, man. I think we
yeah,
got to have Lawrence back in 26
yeah,
because
absolutely.
it was just, you
Yeah.
know what I love most about that show?
Hmm.
He unveiled some things about the millennial
Yeah.
that was just so critical, to understand, just around the psychology and the decision making and how, that generation is so in tune with who they are,
Yes.
right? And there are just some things that they're not gonna do because it's just, they're like, "Look, it's not worth me sacrificing me."
So, so
And
true.
so and I think it was great for me to hear that and to he provided some real I don't want to say anecdotal, but some great insights in how to engage. So I really appreciated his thoughtfulness and his man, just the dude was just such a phenomenal communicator.
Yes.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, Lawrence blew me away, man. Because again, I didn't know him before the show. You did, and the power and the authority that he was able to speak in, and again, to your point, his ability to communicate was just off the charts. And I learned so much in that moment. And you really crystallized it, Terry, is understanding the millennial mindset, right? I mean, we can't speak to that. That's not our experience, right?
Yes,
But
correct.
having somebody on the show who can actually speak to that and really help us to key in on some of the things that we need to be focusing on when dealing with the millennials as well, I think was super beneficial. Some of
Yeah.
his impactful moments were leadership as a stewardship and not as an ambition, right?
Mm.
That's, yeah, how heavy that is,
Oh, that's
man.
a lot.
That is.
Yes.
And coming from
Yes.
somebody his age, the fact
Yes.
that he understands that, right?
Yes.
It is a
Yes.
stewardship. Again, tying to your purpose, tying to your identity, right? It's a stewardship, not an ambition. And integrity when no one else is watching, exactly what you just
Yep.
talked about, right? It deciding who you're going to be and how you're going to act in every situation, regardless of the circumstance, right? Um, and that inner
Oh
formation
my God. Oh
before
my.
the outward influence. I got to say that again.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I just read it. I was like, ooh, I remember. Oh my gosh. That is so good.
Inner formation before outward influence.
Mm.
Thank you for listening to the Leadership Sovereignty Podcast. If today's conversation helped you grow in your leadership, influence, or your career, take a moment to visit leadershipsovereignty.com. There you'll find exclusive resources, free guides, and ways to stay connected to our community of leaders who are building purpose and success. Don't forget to rate, review, and share this episode with someone who's on the rise in their career. Until next time, lead boldly, lead with purpose, and continue to walk in sovereignty. Take care.